Is this the place? It's so quiet. I don't think anyone's been here.
It seems there are two entrances here. One of the yes, I think we can cover more. And since when did we— You're the one who suggested splitting up.
Hey, boss. Don't you want to team up with me anymore? Or are you ditching me for the new researcher?
Anka, once we save Grey Fox, I'll make sure she knows every single thing you've been up to. Every bit of it.
No, wait! Researcher, help me out here! I don't want Grey Fox to chew me out when she's back. Hey, boss, wait up! I don't have a motorcycle!
When going fast, sometimes you need to slow down and stop for a minute. Let's stop for a moment and gather our thoughts. Time for a break. The big one's coming. Let's stop for a moment and gather our thoughts. Let's stop for a moment and gather our thoughts. When going fast, sometimes you need to slow down and stop for a minute. When going fast, sometimes you need to slow down and stop for a minute. Check this out. It looks like something or someone was dragged along the ground over here. It's too early to say for sure. Let's just see where the trail leads. Step aside. I know a way to get through. Take cover. Leave these droids to me. I didn't expect your combat skills to be so sharp, perfectly covering my blind spots. Are you really just a researcher? You're much different than I imagined. Only what I found in your Hykros personnel files. Your past mentors say you're, but the researcher I know is decisive, resilient, and composed under pressure, executing tasks efficiently and never. That's because I do. Tell me, what could have happened in such a short amount of time to change you so much? Ever since I came into contact with Wednesday, I've experienced. I understand that. Major life changes often lead to shifts. Now that you mention it, those events feel like they happened ages ago. Even a small shift in perspective can. After my wandering days came to an end and I returned to Hykros, I said something similar to Helena, who cared about me deeply. I'm sure she felt the same way then. You're only comforting me because you don't want me to worry so much about you. That's why you pretend nothing happened, and even make jokes about your painful past to show me how strong you are. Professor Helena told me about you, the daughter of the Lysatria family, who became an orphan overnight, wandering throughout the country while searching for your missing brother. That must have been tough. I didn't expect her to tell you so much about me. She must trust you a lot. Honestly, I can hardly remember my wandering days. Or I completely understand. I too lost someone important, and my quest to find her brought me here. I can barely remember. It's like you said, it's impossible not to change after so many experiences. I know you will, so don't worry too much. I'm sure today finding her won't be easy. The breakthrough Lucius mentioned is most likely File 049. But who exactly is this Asurata guy? Is he really that? He's the CEO of Oth Inc. What? You don't even know? In 2547, the distant beacon encountered an accident midair. In order to maintain social order and establish Ida as quickly as possible, let me guess. The least correct. My family believes that technology is humanity's guiding light. Many details surrounding the Todd family prior to the age of interstellar travel are difficult to verify. Whether it's espionage, underground deals, or the movement of funds, the Todd family's presence can be... So what's this big job? We'll have to keep digging if we... This document. It's related to File 049's transfer from the... You don't need to tell me about Hykros or what they're up to. But aren't you even a little curious about what's in this file? What would it matter if I knew? I'm not a member. As far as I'm concerned, they're nothing but parasites with an obsession for money and power. He was still just a student when it all happened. So he had nothing to... Teppan is an extremely cunning and profiteering man who knows how to maximize his interests. Well, he wasn't directly involved, so I can't use legal means, but one way or another...
We're over here, researcher. We found a series of emails from Lucius asking the whereabouts of File 049, transfer records of the... It's funny because the trending news was exaggerated by witnesses. They said that when...
It's Rosalind, researcher.
Lost it? She said...
Yes. And 10 minutes ago, I tried rebooting it a bunch of times. But the signal and location data seems...
Stop panicking, Anka. It could just...
Anka, Nola, listen. Go find Rosalind now. If she's in danger, call the Fang Gang for help. If she's safe, help her continue searching Wells's office for clues.
But what about...
Meryl and I can handle things here. By the time you get to the Bureau, we'll be finished. In any case, there's no reason for either of you to come back.
I agree with researcher, but I'm not leaving until Gray Fox is rescued. I'm leaving...
Boss... I understand.
What's that noise?
It sounds like someone's banging on the door. Could it be Gray Fox? He was Aurora's previous chief scientist. Richard took...
In other words, if this Simon person is still alive, he could... Something about this...
How so?
Don't you think everything has... Now that you mention it, it does feel that way. The only resistance we encountered was a few droids, and they were easy.
Maybe Aurora Industries didn't...
It's not just that. Those strange footprints led us all the way here. How should I put it? It feels like an...
When you put it that way...
Hey Nola, I remember you saying that the media exaggerated our break-in of the Aurora Experimental Center, blowing it up.
Yeah, we broke in all right.
A scenario in which old allies are eliminated, new enemies are defeated, and a bright future is brought into clear sight. The only person who stands to win here is Wells. Could it be... What do you mean about Wells?
researcher.
I'm worried that Wells was only pretending to buy into Rosalind's act, and that he used her. Wells probably wants to eliminate all his problems, whether it's us or Lucius. That's why he went through so much trouble to set this up and use.
We've come this far. Even if it is a trap.
I'm going too. If this whole thing really is. What's this?
It's just what I saw back at Shooter Electronics. Wait, no it's not. I'm sensing a completely different pressure from this guy.
I can't locate his weak point at all.
If we don't deal with him now, we'll never be able to find Grey Fox.
Careful! I'm gonna speed up!
But he's way tougher than the last one.
Can you hear me, Plotty?
I hear you. Did you make...
I did. I found an omnium reactor in the surface layer. My guess was right. There must be some connection between the omnium reactors in the surface layer and the...
Well done. Now all we have to do is thoroughly research. The area of the foundational layer you're currently in is under attack by a large number of...
Okay.
The viruses in the foundational layer are definitely the root cause of the aberration.
But I didn't use the control tower last time. It was
Control towers are used to modify or maintain the network system functions.
Got it.
Go to the control tower. I'll teach you how to input the system repair. Relax. Just...
I'm here, boss! What kind of monster is this? Huh?
Don't let any of them get away.
Yes!
Well,
Rust, what are you doing?
No, you can't die yet, Wells. I still have so much to ask you.
Rosalind, you'll find everything in the secret room of my office. I failed your father. But worse,
I've got the evidence. All I need now is your statement. You can't die now, Wells. I still need answers.
Forgive me. I was so blinded by power.
Researcher? I didn't see you when I came in. Yeah, it's a total mess. Everything happened so fast. Phew. Thank goodness you're okay. I was so worried.
No, it's not like that. Aurora Industries. They wanted to get some...
I see you've had it rough. I get it, don't worry. Don't get me started. I almost got suspended for helping Rosalind. I thought she was trying—
Wait, you didn't—
Of course not. I'm a proper officer of the Public Security Bureau. I'm still not done investigating, just so you know. After I got assigned to this operation today, I received a distress call from Anka. She said someone from the Fang Gang discovered that Wells had Rosalind—
What?
I never got to ask the chief, and now I never will. I guess the chief knew Rosalind suspected him but couldn't kill her like he did Wednesday. So he faked a psychological disorder for Rosalind and had her locked in the hospital. A psychiatrist I caught earlier told me how they torture their victims that way. When I joined the force, I never thought I'd end up teaming with a suspended special officer, a notorious criminal group, and the famous Fang Gang of Esperia to bring down my own chief. What a But when this is all over, at least I can say I was—
Anka, why are you and Rosalind here? Didn't I tell you to look for Grey Fox somewhere else?
Because Rosalind found a lot of evidence against Wells in his office. Like the weapon used to murder her father, the gun that once belonged to him but went missing years ago. It was in Wells's private safe all along. He's been lying to Rosalind for years and years. Same thing this time. Wells never trusted her and knew she'd eventually follow him. So he used her to lure us into a trap and pit us against that maniac Lucius. He even lied about that meeting he supposedly went to. That was just to bait her into entering his office so he could capture her and send her to the hospital. So as soon as Rosalind was safe, the two of us rushed over here to rescue you. Otherwise, Wells's plan of evil masterminds killed by a monster and Ambassador of Justice Wells saves the day might have succeeded. So did you guys find—
No, nothing. Despite the chaos,
Don't lose hope yet. I asked Gunpowder to check other places where Grey Fox— No luck. Gunpowder says he checked every corner—
Weren't you just telling me not to lose hope yet?
That's right. She's the daughter of Tep and Todd, the wealthy president of Oth Inc. And Aserata Todd, the Oth Inc. executive who always appears before the media, is her older brother.
Then I'm sure Grey Fox is fine. The Todd family is extremely well established, and even Lucius—
But if she's okay, then why hasn't she contacted— It's so frustrating. I can't just sit here and do nothing. I have to think of something.
Hey Meryl, did you find the rest of File 049? No, just a few fragments of it. I think most of it was damaged during... Given his current condition, the only option is to take him to the hospital for treatment, and thankfully, Anka saved me a lot of trouble by gathering enough evidence and information related to Aurora. Officer Roslyn, I know things must be difficult for you.
Sorry, Agent Meryl, but I'm still suspended pending...
I can put in an urgent request to have you reinstated as a special officer, for the sake of aiding my investigation and cleaning things up.
You can't give up, Roslyn. You're the most responsible, determined, and righteous cop in... Who said anything about attention? All officers of the public security... Under Agent Meryl's orders, I have been temporarily reinstated as a special officer and assume full command of this crime scene. Regarding Wells Kudrow, former chief of police for the Asperia Public Security Bureau, prior to his death, he was suspected of accepting bribes, murdering Officer Lockhart, his predecessor, and several other crimes. Have our forensic doctors retrieve his body as soon as possible. As for the members of Wednesday, Nola and Anka are suspected of kidnapping a Kylo researcher, stealing from Aurora Industries, and other crimes. However, they voluntarily surrendered themselves to me and later assisted in exposing the crimes of Chief Wells. As Kylo researcher, as a suspected accomplice in Wednesday's crimes, you will also be detained.
Me? So no one is safe now, huh?
Don't worry, everyone. I'm sure Officer Roslyn are righteous, and I'm already helping you by attesting to your surrender and your assistance in exposing Wells. Showing you leniency is the judge's decision, not mine.
Officer Roslyn, these three are closely tied to my current mission. They were instrumental in helping me retrieve a missing Federation file, as well as providing incriminating evidence.
Huh?
Yay!
I still require their assistance for the rest of my investigation. The law dictates that as a federal agent, I am authorized to take detainees of the Public Security Bureau into my custody as needed.
I can agree to that, but not before they undergo the Public Security Bureau's detainment procedure.
Understood. However, until my own investigation is concluded, I'd like for them to operate with full autonomy.
As long as they conduct themselves...
Thank you, Meryl.
Woohoo! Wednesday foiled yet another She didn't bail you out of anything. As a federal agent, she's... Don't worry, I've stocked up enough evidence against Aurora Industries to complete... Don't get ahead of yourselves, especially after all the trouble your organization has caused so far. That goes fine by me. Working... You... Gah, forget it.
Excellent work, Authorizer. Unfortunately, after the firewall blocked my program, I've made almost no progress in researching the surface layer. So, if you still have energy for it, perhaps you'd like to continue.
You mentioned earlier that history within the network can't be altered, but the explosion reported in those articles you showed me was completely averted. That was because my actions within the foundational layer seemed to change.
That's impossible. The surface layer is an authentic record of the past, meaning it's supposed—
I'm not sure, but how else do you explain it?
Are you sure they actually survived? Based on our original understanding of the surface layer, even if they managed to avoid the explosion, The records still meaning, if it was their time to go.
So what? Just because they're made of data from...
Based on our current understanding, that's exactly what it means.
Okay.
Hello, hello! You've reached Anka, Esperia's up... Huh? You didn't seriously think Rosalind threw me in jail, did you?
No. I just wanted to ask if you still had the badge Nola gave you earlier.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about it. Rosalind's still setting up my community service schedule, so I can't leave right...
Okay.